This review has been sponsored by DOSMan Games. No, really, I got a review code for this game. Also, before we start, I'm going to say this game has a lot of white flashing screens. So if you get any nausea or seizures from flashing screens, please leave this video. Your health is more important than this video. And consider this your photosensitive warning. And if you're leaving, I still want to thank you for watching. Satan. Not the Demon King itself, but the game. Satan is a new game from the developer Gamefruit and from the developers DOSMan Games that are famous for bite-sized boomer shooters. And I know some of you will ask, what is a bite-sized boomer shooter? Well, bite-sized boomer shooters are shooters that are shorter than regular shooters. Like a normal shooter will take around 8 hours to finish, except multiplayer, which can only be as long as the developers want to hold the server up. Thank you, Extrafiant, I still hate you for that one. But a bite-sized boomer shooter normally takes 1 to 2 hours to complete. In these games there is enough content to have fun during the whole ride. Also, these games are also focused on people that barely have time to relax and play games. Like one playthrough of Satan is around 2 hours, give or take. I have 4.3 hours in this game and probably 1.5 hours was AFK, and a half hour was making notes. And I will just say, I had fun during the whole time. But this is not a review about the game. No, we will talk about the double-barreled shotgun, we will talk about the stats, usability and feeling, and finally we will talk about the design and sounds. But first, let's talk about the story of the game, and trust me, this will be a short one. So the story is fairly simple. So demons invaded Earth and killed your loved ones, and you want to kill them all, and finally kill Satan. I'm not kidding, it was short. Remember, bite-sized games. So just you read it and you play. But before we talk about the stats, I need to say a couple of things. So I played a review copy of this game, which was before the release. During my playthrough I found a couple of bugs. Most of them are not about the double-barreled shotgun, except one. And this glitch doesn't do anything about the double-barreled itself, but most other weapons. Which has a huge impact for the double-barreled shotgun itself and the balancing of the game. So there is a glitch that will remove the recoil of every weapon. This is not a big deal with the double-barreled shotgun because of the fire rate, which we will talk about later, but other weapons will be buffed extremely. This game's balance is focused on the recoil of certain weapons. I asked DOSMan Games if there is any patch on release, and he explained me that some of the bugs are bound to the engine they are using and can only be fixed by the engine developers, which in my honest opinion sucks because I can see how much effort and love they put into it. But let's just focus on the double-barreled shotgun, and to begin, here's a graph. So the double-barreled shotgun can be found on level 4 in a secret area before the blue door. Like in the gameplay, you can take a left before the blue key door and open the last cell on the left, and there's a hidden wall that opens the secret area. And after a long walk, you can see the shotgun at the end of the hallway. Also, if you miss it here, you can find it in the next level, level 5, in one of the rooms. And even if you miss it there are certain levels that has the shotgun as a drop. Now let's talk about the other stats. So the damage is high. This is actually the first review where I don't have the exact number for the damage, but I will just say a lot of enemies will be killed by one shot, and big and tanky enemies will take 2 to 3 shots. There's also a damage buff by talking to the priests and giving them relics. I believe the damage buff is around 1.5 to 1.75 times the normal damage. This buff will not one-shot enemies that normally will 2 shots, but will take 2 shots for enemies that take 3 shots. Also, the weapon only shoots 1 pellet. I know what you're thinking, but that is not a shotgun if it only shoots 1 pellet, and my reaction is slugs. But saying that, the shot is not accurate because of the spread and the range. So the weapon has a big spread, but does also have a long range. This will make hitting enemies from mid to long range more like a gamble, because you can miss, but the moment you hit it will do a lot of damage. The fire rate is slow for a double-barreled shotgun, and the reload is also slow. You cannot spam with this weapon, and the ammo pickup and max ammo will even confirm that. So the max ammo is 30 shells. This includes the 2 in the chambers. There are 2 ammo pickups, the shotgun itself which gives you 7 shells, and the green box that gives you 5 shells. And I know what you're thinking again, that doesn't sound that bad. Well, the ammo pickup, well I slightly get annoyed by, because of the not even numbers, is still pretty decent, but the amount of times you find shotgun ammo is rare. If I would say one word about the feeling and usability on the double barrel shotgun, it is inconsistent. The spread and only having one pellet in the shell is really bad, but I really wonder if this is an engine limitation. Like, if you shoot an enemy on any long, medium or sometimes even close range, there is a chance that you will miss, and the moment you will miss, you just roll your eyes and use another shot. But the moment you will hit 2 shots and kill an enemy, you feel satisfied about it. And for the usability, well, it's mixed. I would normally say this is a plan B weapon, as in the use against big enemies or when you need an edge in firepower. But the double barrel shotgun is not a plan B weapon. You will use it way too frequent and half of the time you just have no ammo for it. And the worst thing is that there is 2 things that actually bring this weapon down on the usability. The first thing is you will get a grenade type weapon during or even sometimes before the double barrel shotgun. This weapon does everything better than the shotgun except max ammo. It does the same damage, well at least during the testing. It has a big AoE, there is no spread, and the ammo can be easily found during certain levels. Also, there is a glitch that will reset the ammo count to 3. I think it's a glitch, but can also be a feature because how powerful this weapon is. It's the real MVP in most levels. The second thing is the glitch what I said before. This glitch of no recoil will buff most weapons to the insane. The starter weapons become lasers that can stun lock enemies. This is a much consistent than the double barrel shotgun. I have been mixed about the stats and usability, but I will say I love the design and sounds of the double barrel shotgun. The pixelated look really supports the atmosphere of the game. Also, you can instantly look at it and say, yeah, that's a shotgun. The barrel looks amazing, and how the character holds, screams, I can handle this gun, but you won't. Also, the pickup model is really nice, maybe a little too big compared how it looks in the first person model. Also, maybe a personal gripe, but the forearm is really square for my liking. So let's look at the animations, and I'm mixed. I really love the animations every time you shoot. And if you have the recoil, it really gives you a punch with every shot you fire. But the reloading really needs something to be desired. Right now there is no animations on the reload except the lowering of your weapon. Well, it reminds me of Time Crisis. I would have seen more. But I think this is an engine issue, and I really hope an update will give the creators a way to make reload animations. So the sounds. I love it. There is some really small gripes I have, but let's start with the shooting. It really sounds like you're shooting a cannon with every shot you do. The only small gripe is it sounds like you're shooting scrap instead of a shell, but I really think this is a personal issue, and I have a feeling I might be wrong on this one. Also, the reloading while having no animations, you will hear the shells hit the ground. This is an amazing feature, but I wish you can also hear new shells going into the barrel. But in general, the person who made the shotgun designs and sounds did an amazing job. With everything talked about, I will rate this shotgun a 6 out of 10. The design, sounds and the place in this game is really good, but the inconsistency and the certain glitches makes other weapon really reliable. Also, having a different weapon that is more consistent and does the job better really lowers the rating of this double barrel shotgun. I also think that gamefruit has the right mind for this shotgun, but it's really limited by the engine. Finally, on the release of this video, the game just got out, and it's a pretty decent game. So if you like the gameplay and want to play, there is a link in the description. And I will also say thanks for watching, and thanks DOSMan Games for giving me the review code. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time.